primer problem. So this is going to be like a little tip. Now, a lot of you guys may already know this. I figured this all out a long time ago. It just took my monkey brain a little while to figure this one out. I like Army Painter, the spray paint that they have. Well, this red, for some reason, I've always had trouble with it clogging up the nozzle. And I had a project where I needed to use this today, and it kept clogging up. I'd come in and clean it, and then clog up, come in and clean, back and forth, back and forth. Hated it. It was really frustrating. So I went online to find a quick way to get that stuff clean, and one of the videos I came over, one was use a little pin to poke a hole in it, and every time I'd clean it out, it would just clog up immediately again. And apparently I wasn't able to get in there well enough to get all that stuff out, and it would just clog up. And I went online, and the guy was using acetone. And acetone you have to put in a glass jar because it'll eat plastic alive. And what he was doing, he was taking the little black tips off the top, dropping them in there, shaking it for about 30 seconds, and then they'd be cleaned up. Well, I had the acetone, but nothing to put it in. So I'm in my hobby room searching around, and I looked down and I saw my airbrush was in my airbrush cleaner. And I thought, oh, why don't I just clean it? And so I normally strip all my models, my plastic models, well, actually all my models, with LA's Totally Awesome. So I got a little container and dropped a little nozzle in there of the LA's Totally Awesome, and shook it around a little bit. But normally that LA's Totally Awesome usually takes a little while for it to really break down the paint. So it worked intermittently, better than what it was, but still I still had to come back and clean it out. So I thought, oh great. So I found a long-term solution for it, but not a short-term issue that I needed to use the primer for. I've got more than one can. Different color, big deal. If you look at it, it's the same can. The only thing different is what's inside of it. And how I didn't think of this, I don't know where my head was. I just took the nozzle off this, put it on the red, gave it a little spray to clean out the other paint that may have been in there, went out, sprayed the rest of it with the red. Then I brought it in, and I have this little plastic container right here, and I put LA's Totally Awesome in it and dropped those two plastic little spray nozzles in there to get them nice and cleaned out overnight. So if you have trouble with those, and it doesn't matter whether it's Army Painter or any spray paint, because you don't have to have that little black nozzle on there to store it. So just take them off, drop them in some LA's Totally Awesome. Just let them sit there until the next time you need them. It'll break down that paint. So now I do have my project primed and base coated in the red that I wanted. And now I know how to proceed anytime I have a nozzle that gets gunked up like that. Okay, well that's the tip for the day. Just take them off, trade them. My goodness, it's so funny. It took me forever to figure this out. It was like the answers are usually within arm's reach of you most of the time. God, oh well, that's enough for this video. This was just a little tip, just a little learning lesson for me, and I just thought I'd pass that on. Hope it helps somebody else out. And if you guys have already done this and you're thinking, well, what took you so long? Well, sometimes it takes a little while for stuff to get in here. All right, that's enough of this. Y'all have a great time with your painting projects, and you stay safe, you stay well, and I'll see you next time.